Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand Patreon page. This is our first ever Members Club United quiz. I hope you are ready. Remember, this is a pilot show, but what I want you to do is we're going to do the quiz. We're going to have a winner. Now, if you are watching live at the moment, then what I need you to do is if you're watching it on Patreon and you can see it on Patreon, click me on Patreon as it's live now, and you'll see in the bottom right hand corner a little YouTube icon. Click the YouTube icon, it will bring you through to a YouTube link of the video, and then you can tap away on the live comments, because the way I'm going to mark the winner is by taking your answers off the live comments. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't do live comments, or it doesn't matter if you're not watching live, because you can have a little bit of a pen and paper and you can mark your score yourself. So how I'm going to do this is, I've got questions. I'm going to read those questions out and I'm going to give you 4 possible answers. The first person to give me a correct answer will get the point. You can only give me one answer. If I see somebody say 4 of the answers, you won't get the point. So let's say the first question is, who is the best person on the United Stand? And Matthew McFadden says Mark Goldbridge, but then he says Flex. He ain't getting a point. Even though he was right with Mark Goldbridge, he ain't getting a point. So you only answer the question once, and I will be marking the scores on who gets it right and who gets it first. But as a personal little thing, do keep score for yourself, because I want to know at the end of the show how well you did. So honestly, mark down what you get right and what you get wrong, and we will crack on. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you are all as well. Beware HD says, yeah, no cheating. Yeah, we don't want any cheating. Eating's cheating, isn't it? So just want to go pop over onto the Patreon page and make sure that we've got everybody over that we can get onto the live comments. So great. If you are on, like I say, if you're on the Patreon page, you'll see United Stand Quiz Night, and if you click Mourinho's face, it will show you me live talking. You can watch me like that, but if you actually put your mouse over the screen of me talking, it will come up with where it says YouTube. Just click YouTube and it will bring you through into YouTube, where you'll see the live comments like you do on the United Stand. But remember, this is exclusive. Nobody else can see this YouTube link apart from you, exclusive members of the Patreon page. So let's crack on with this. Question 1 then. Fingers on the buzzers, or if you're not playing competitively, you know, you can write yourself down. So the first question, without further ado, is going to be this. Let me just get the question, because I've took some time to do this. Let me come into here. So I'm nearly there, don't worry. No, I know what the question is, the first one anyway. The first question is, Anthony Martial scored against Liverpool on his debut as a second half substitution. Who did he replace? We're waiting for your first question answers. Come on, give us some. Anthony Martial, who came off for Anthony Martial on his debut against Liverpool? Mata, Aaron R, 1 point. Michael Hubbard said Young. Robert Fahy said Lingard. Cameron Whittle was right with Mata, but Aaron R is right. Matthew McFadden is right as well, but Aaron R gets the point in round 1. Well done to Aaron R, very, very quick. Beher HD said Rooney. Good guess, but it is Juan Mata from Aaron R. And I must just mark myself down there because I got excited by Aaron getting it right. What I will do is give it a few seconds for everyone else to answer before I tell you who's got it right. So Aaron R got that round 1, and if you did get Juan Mata, give yourself a point as well. Question 2 then. Which of these players didn't win a Premier League winners' medal with Manchester United? Laurent Blanc, Cleverson, Diego Forlan, or Robin van Persie? Which of these players didn't win a Premier League winners' medal with Manchester United? Laurent Blanc, Cleverson, Diego Forlan, or Robin van Persie? Give us your answers. I'm enjoying this. I tell you, I'm really enjoying this. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Okay, so we're waiting there. Gerard, Matthew McFadden. Matthew McFadden should get a point for that. Very good answer, Gerard. Gerard never won a Premier League medal. Cameron Whittle is saying Forlan. Michael Hubbard is saying blank. Matthew McFadden said Forlan. Robert Fahy says Forlan. And Stavros Mangaras says Cleverson. Kevin O'Callaghan says Cleverson. I can tell you now, we have got a right answer. And that right answer, if you said to me Cleverson, give yourself a point. Stavros Mangaros, you got the point in relation to how I'm scoring it. But if you're scoring yourself at home, Cleverson would have been the right answer. So well done to you there. Well done, well done. Next question. Let's move along. Let's move along. Next question will be... I know. I mean, I wrote the answers. I wrote the questions, so I know anyway. Okay, question 3. Who assisted Ronaldo's goal in the 2008 Champions League final? Was it A, Wes Brown? Was it B, Owen Hargreaves? Was it C, Carlos Tevez? Or was it D, Wayne Rooney? Give us your answers. Give us your answers. Michael Hubbard's struggling. He's got two, I don't think he's got one right yet. Waiting. Remember, if you're watching on the Patreon page, click me on the Patreon page where you can see me talking. You'll see YouTube. Click YouTube and it'll bring you through into YouTube. Okay, Stavros Mangaras says Brown. Cameron Whittle says Brown. Matthew McFadden says Brown. Robert Fahy says Rooney. Michael Hubbard says Hargreaves. Aaron R says Rooney. Beware HD says Wes Brown. And Kevin O'Callaghan says Wes Brown. I tell you what, Stavros Mangaras is doing very well. He's the quickest off the draw again. And he takes a 2-1 lead over Aaron R. Everybody else who got Brown, you got it right. You got it right. And Michael Hubbard is having a stinker so far. He's got none right. But yeah, it wasn't Owen Hargreaves. It was Wes Brown with the cross. Ronaldo, against Chelsea in the 2008 Champions League final. 10 years ago. We're coming up for 10 years. Long time, long time. Okay, we'll go with question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4 is this. I think a lot of you are going to get this right, or maybe not. In what year were Manchester United relegated? Was it A, 1964? Was it B, 1954? Was it C, 1974? Or D, 1984? In what year were Manchester United relegated? A, 1964, B, 1954, C, 1974, or D, 1984. I don't actually know why I'm giving you the numbers, because you just get to you just pick one of those years. 1954, 1964, 1974, or 1984. In which year were Manchester United relegated? 2018. We're not that bad. We're not that bad, folks. We're not that bad. Okay, Robert Fahy says 74, Stavros Mangaras says 74, Matthew McFadden 74, Aaron R 54, Beware HD 74, Kevin O'Callaghan 64, Michael Hubbard 74. Give yourself a tick, Michael. You've got your first point. You weren't the quickest though. You weren't the quickest. Stavros Mangaras got it right, but he wasn't the quickest this time. Matthew McFadden got it right, wasn't the quickest. The quickest is Robert Fahy. So after 4 rounds, Stavros Mangaras has got 2, Robert Fahy 1, and Aaron R. This is, you know, I give a point for the quickest. I know a lot of you have got it right, and do mark what you've got so far. I think Matthew and I think Aaron and a couple of others are doing quite well. So keep marking your scores. I'm going to give you question 5. Question 5 is a good one, a very good one. I know some of these are quite tough for some of the younger lots, but question 5 is... There's 10 questions, by the way. Who was Manchester United's top scorer in the treble-winning season of 1999? Was it Dwight York? Was it Andy Cole? Was it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Or was it Paul Scholes? I bet you thought I was going to say Teddy Sheringham, wasn't it? That 4 strikers that we had in 99. But no. Who was the top scorer in Manchester United's treble-winning season of 1999? Was it Dwight York? Was it Andy Cole? Was it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Or was it Paul Scholes? Give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Robert Hart Fahy says York. Aaron R says York. Cameron Whittle says Cole. Michael Hubbard says Cole. Beware HD says York. Matthew McFadden, Cole. Stavros Mangaros, Cole. Kevin O'Callaghan, York. I can tell you, Robert Fahy has done 2 in a row. He's been very quick off the draw. If you said Dwight York, like Kevin O'Callaghan, and who else did? Aaron R as well. Well done. If you said York, Beware HD as well. Give yourself a little tick if you said Dwight York. But Robert Fahy was quickest off the draw. And after 3 rounds, he was nowhere. After 5 rounds, he is joint top with Stavros Mangaros. We've still got 5 rounds to go. And this is a bit of a... It is a big week for Manchester United, the FA Cup. So I've gone with these next 5 questions, the final 5 questions, I've gone with a little bit of an FA Cup theme. Okay, so... Here we go. This is in relation to Manchester United's season when they last won the FA Cup, when we had Van Gaal in charge. Marcus Rashford scored an absolute stunner against West Ham. Who provided Marcus Rashford with the pass, the assist effectively? Was it Wayne Rooney? Was it Anthony Martial? Was it Juan Mata? Or was it Ander Herrera? I bet many of you can't even remember the goal. Away to West Ham. Smashed it in. Who provided him with the assist? Was it Rooney, Martial, Juan Mata or Herrera? I say the assist, it was a pass. He did the rest. So was it Rooney, Martial, Mata or Herrera who provided him with that pass? Michael Hubbard needs to avoid relegation here. To be honest with you, with how many people are doing it, I probably could have marked down all the scores individually, but I didn't know how many people were going to watch it. So I think we've got 10 people watching, but I like the quiz night. I was going to do it probably once a month. I think I might do it at least twice a month. We'll see how it goes. I want this to grow. I think this has got a lot of potential, this show. I'm really enjoying it. So it's great that we've got a few people to do the pilot. Cameron Whittle says Herrera. Robert Fahy says Mata. Kevin O'Callaghan says Rooney. And Michael Hubbard says Rooney. Matthew McFadden says Herrera. Bobby Simpson says Herrera. Rooney. And I don't even remember the goal, to be honest. Says Stavros Mangaros. Well... Have a little guess, Stavros, if you want to. I can tell you that the person who provided the pass to Rashford a couple of years ago in the FA Cup, it was, and nobody has got this right, Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial. So nobody gets the point. No one gets the point. If you're not typing away, and you did say Martial, you do. But it was Anthony Martial who got it. So we will move on to the next question. No points there. After round 6, Robert Fahy, Stavros Mangaros and Aaron R are the only people who've got points. 2-2-1. Somebody could still come up off the edge here and do it. So here we go then. Question number 7. If you get this one, I think a lot of you might get it actually, even though it's from 1996. Remember, these are about the FA Cup. Who took the corner for Cantona's winner against Liverpool in the 1996 Cup final? If you remember, Cantona threads it through 96 against the Spice Boys of Liverpool. Was it Ryan Giggs who took the corner? Was it David Beckham? Was it Andrei Kanchelskis? Or was it Jordi Cruyff? Let me have a look. Matthew McFadden just said that Harry Kane has claimed that point from the last round. Yeah, probably. Okay. Robert Fahy has said David Beckham. He's in there with the first answer. Is he right? I'm going to wait for a few more people. Michael Hubbard says Giggs. Matthew McFadden says Scholes, but he's not even a choice. Aaron R says Cruyff. Beware HD says Beckham. Matthew McFadden says never mind. It's more accurate than Scholes. Bobby Simpson says Cruyff. And are we waiting for somebody else? I don't think Kevin's given his answer yet. Or... Cameron says Kanchelskis. Matthew McFadden says Kanchelskis. I'm trying to see who's got it right. And Cameron Whittle was only 1 month old in 96. Yeah, it makes me feel old, that. It was, and Robert Fahy's got another point. It was Becks. It was Beckham with the corner. So well done to him on question 7. He's taken a 3 lead. If you've not got one of the winning points yet, you can still catch him with 3 rounds to go. I don't think you're going to though, but it's still a possibility. It's still a possibility. Okay. Here we go with question 8. Here we go with question 8. You might not remember this. This is from, I've tried to keep it a bit recent, but not too recent, so it's obvious. So this is a game from the season that we won the FA Cup with Wayne Rooney for question, with thankfully, that was not just giving the answer away there, with Louis van Gaal. We beat Derby County 3-1 on the way to Wembley. Who in that game didn't score for United in that 3-1 win at Derby? Was it Wayne Rooney? Was it Daley Blind? Was it Ander Herrera? Or was it Juan Mata? Who didn't score in that 3-1 win for Manchester United against Derby County 2 years ago in the FA Cup? Rooney, Blind, Herrera or Mata? One of those didn't score. I know a lot of you are going to be guessing here, so get guessing. Who didn't score? 3-1 win over Derby 2 years ago in the Cup. Rooney, Herrera, Mata or Blind? One of them didn't score. I presume as well that you all prefer it when I don't, when I give you 4 possible answers, because obviously if you don't know that answer, you know, you're pissing in the dark, I suppose, aren't you? Okay, Aaron R says Herrera, Cameron Whittle says Mata, Michael Hubbard says Rooney, Robert Farhi says Blind, so we've had all 4. Mata says Beware HD, Blind says Matthew O'Callaghan, Matthew McFadden, Kevin O'Callaghan says Juan Mata, and Matthew McFadden says Herrera and Mata love cup goals. Bobby Simpson says Rooney. I can tell you that the person who was first anyway is the only person to get it right, which was Aaron R's got himself another point, so he's back in the running. It was Ander Herrera. He may like a cup goal, Matthew, but it was Ander Herrera who didn't score. Blind, Mata and Rooney did. So we move on to question 9. Aaron R and Stavros Mangaros are on 2. Robert Farhi is on 3. This is just who's answered quickest get my point, but I know a lot of you have scored differently, and I want to know how you've scored at the end, so I hope you've been adding it up. This is question number 9. Who is Manchester United's all-time leading scorer in the FA Cup? Is it Wayne Rooney? Is it Dennis Law? Is it Sir Bobby Charlton or George Best? Who is Manchester United's all-time leading top scorer in the FA Cup? Wayne Rooney, Dennis Law, Sir Bobby Charlton or George Best? Give us your thoughts, everybody. Now, while you're doing that, I can check me messages. Robert Farhi says Law, Matthew McFadden says Law, Beware HD says Rooney, Michael Hubbard says Rooney, Kevin O'Callaghan says Rooney. Stavros Mangaras says Charlton. Stavros had a very good start, didn't he? He got the first 2 questions quickest right. I can tell you he didn't get this one right. It was Robert Farhi again. He's having a very good round. He's got 4 points now, and it was Dennis Law, and he was quickest off the draw. Michael Hubbard says, if you don't know, just say Rooney. Dennis Law is Manchester United's all-time top FA Cup goal scorer. There we go. Well done, Dennis. And the final question is this. How many FA Cups did Sir Alex Ferguson win for Manchester United? How many FA Cups did Sir Alex Ferguson win for Manchester United? Was it 3, 4, 5 or 6? Did Sir Alex Ferguson win 3, 4, 5 or 6 FA Cups for Manchester United? Aaron R, I didn't even get your Law answer there. It's not there, mate. So the first person who said Law is Robert Farhi. Didn't get an answer from you on that one, unfortunately. Aaron says it's 5. Robert Farhi says 6. Beware HD says 5. Matthew McFadden says 6. Michael Hubbard 5. Kevin O'Callaghan 5. It's funny when it's a number thing. The answers come in a lot quicker, don't they? Because you've only got to go dush 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 dush. You don't have to worry about spelling or anything like that. So Aaron R, I can tell you got that one right. It is 5 FA Cups for Manchester United, won under Sir Alex Ferguson. 5 FA Cups. I mean, I know he won a lot of Premier Leagues, but 5 FA Cups is very good. And a lot of you did get that right as well. Stavros Mangaros got it right. Kevin O'Callaghan, Michael Hubbard got it right. Beware HD got it right. Aaron R got it right. Robert Farhi didn't get that one right. Aaron R said he did write Dennis Law, but it just didn't come up, which is a shame. It's a shame he didn't. If you'd got that, it could have swung the other way, because that would have put you on 4 and Robert on 3. But as things stand in mine, considering no one got question 6, I gave away 9 points. 3 went to Aaron R, 2 went to Stavros Mangaros, but our winner of our first ever United Stand Patreon quiz is Robert Farhi with 4. I don't know what everybody got out of 10, so please do let us know whether you're watching it live. You can let us know in the live comments. But if you didn't watch it live and you're watching it on playback, please do leave a comment on the Patreon page, because that's what the comment section's for, and let us know how you did. And also let us know what you thought about this. Have you enjoyed it? I will be doing it again, because I did. The numbers may hopefully increase, but I really enjoyed it, and there's no need for a sudden death, Michael Hubbard. We've got our winner, which is Robert Farhi, and Kevin O'Callaghan said his screen froze for a second. Yes, so if you're not watching live, have a go, give us your thoughts, tell us your score. If you did watch live, thank you very much for being part of the pilot of it. I've really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to do it. Well, I won't do it next Tuesday because we've got the Champions League, so the next one I think will be in a couple of weeks' time. But I really do, especially with the summer coming up, I want to do quite a few of these. So, you know, we need to get the Patreon group growing, but word of mouth is the way. So I hope you've enjoyed it. And Matthew McFadden says he got the same amount of points as United on the weekend. I thought you got 1 right. That's 1 more point than United did. Robert Farhi's happy. He says get in. Michael Hubbard got 2 out of 10. Kevin O'Callaghan got 5 out of 10. I'd say if you got anything more than Michael, you've done well. No, in seriousness, some of them questions were quite tough. I might make them a little bit easier next time. And I'll certainly think about doing some number ones, because that obviously gives it a lot quicker. But you've just been part of the United Stand Patreon group first ever quiz night. And it's a pilot. So if you've got any ideas about how we can do it differently, although I have created it, and I've got to say to myself, it's brilliant. I think the 4 questions, 4 possible answers works well. 10 questions is just about the right to keep it exciting. Yeah, really enjoyable, says Stavros Mangaros. Well, thanks everybody. I've got to get off because there's some stuff I need to do. I've got to go and answer the comments on that video I've just done with Lazy Emirati. I'm sure they're going to be very interesting. But that was nice to relax and do a little bit of quiz. I enjoyed that. It's such a shame we can't do it on the main channel. We tried it a few times and it just never took off. But also, you could never do that on the main channel with the live comments, because it would just be... So you need it a little bit smaller. So thanks everyone for watching. Keep spreading the word about the Patreon group. We want to try and grow gradually through word of mouth. But I'll be back on here on Thursday night with a Q&A. That's going to be every Thursday night. So 8:30 Thursday night, I'll be doing the Q&A on here. So keep watching, because that's what will keep it going. And we can do a Patreon show. Sorry, we can do a Skype show, Stavros. That's not a problem at all. Probably need a few more people on the Patreon page to justify a Skype show though, because 10 people watching, not everyone will want to call in, so we might just get 1 caller. But I think probably, you know, give it a month or so and we'll see where we are. But Q&A on Thursday at 8:30, and thanks everyone for watching. I'll speak to you all soon. Really enjoyed that.